We're still waiting for our guest to come. Um, and once she comes, we can get the live stream started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream, and as of and we are going to get this party started. Uh, how you doing, Betterment?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I'm gonna make this live short because I am still out. So I apologize for the inconvenience. I forgot today and I got caught up. So
You're good.
hmm
So and so I'm going. I'm and so if we can talk about anything you want to today. If you
okay. Let me think of something. What is going on currently? Um, because go. You start the topic, Alexander, and then I'll follow.
Okay. Well, the topic right now is well, the first topic is going to be do black women feel safe within the black community?
Mm, I will say no, and the reason why I'm saying no is because black women has never been protected in the black community by both black men and black women, and I am saying that is because look at what's going on and on these YouTube streets and in social media, people are still talking about black women, and you have these white supremacists uh, going on a tangent and talking about black people, instead, especially black women, and you, and you don't hear too many black men coming out and calling this out. And not only that, black men would talk are still talking about submission and what black women deserve and what they don't deserve, and that's a form of not having protection in our community, and it goes as far as the women as well, uh, because the women are, we have, mammies in there protecting black men that are doing wrong to black women and children, and they know this and they're turning a blind eye to it. And that's what makes the black community dangerous, because we are supporting bad behavior and not protecting the women and children within our communities from these bad behaviors. When I was growing up, and I'm not saying that the black community was perfect back then, but you had black men speaking out more more often because they cared about their community. However, you still had a rise in like single mothers, and I have witnessed that it black women, even if they had like their baby daddies or partners living with them, they're not married to them, and that is a big problem. We're not prioritizing marriage. We're not prioritizing family, and it it's becoming a problem. And I'm not saying that this is not every black family. There are black people that are happily married and are raising good kids. Trust me, I'm a product of that. However, we don't see that enough. We only see like what's going on with the negative was in the community. It's not enough positivity, and this is the reason, and this is the reason why it's programming our youth today. There's not enough positivity um, in the community, and I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, and I too believe that as well, because again, what you said just now, I also agree. I agree too, because and not and not only that, but you know, I saw I saw a video today about a case that's now reopening about a black woman who well, a young black girl who went missing in St. Louis, and her case is now has now reopened, and I'm happy for that. And the main thing is that, yeah, you have when you have black women and girls going missing and everything, you know it, and it's not just white men and other races who are doing um sex trafficking. It's black men too, and that's something that the pick me women doesn't understand. And when a grieving, whether it's a grieving father or a grieving mother or both, you know that, and not only that, but black men who um who are in the manosphere, and the women who supports the manosphere, they brush it under the rug like it's nothing.
I believe that the reason why they do that is because their parents didn't teach them the right way to choose men, and and I guess they tell them that, oh, black, stick with black, marry black, have black babies, have black grandchildren or whatever, not knowing that there is a difference in black men. Yes, you do have a few black men that do stand up for black women, that love black women, but you also have black men that do not like their community. They don't like being black. And they will do anything in their power to make the black community look bad. Eh, um, like let's say a president, like you will see people walking down the street and they're dressing sloppy. Their pants are sagging on their pants. You see women wearing shorts up to their butt cheeks. The black community is not how it was when it was like in the 60s and 70s, when we were more modest, we were more respectable, and we had family values back then. However, when it hit the late 70s or early 80s, things change. We don't prioritize, family no more. Women don't present uh, their boyfriends to their parents anymore to be vetted. and it's becoming a problem. Like, nobody is prioritizing these standards where you have to be respectable, you have to have a decent job, a good income, or whatever. People just want to do whatever and don't give a whatever. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that the Black community needs to fix and need to prioritize. So when we have like a community that's been disenfranchised for so many years, it's up to the community to fix that problem, because as we know, as we see today, it's we don't see that.
Okay, okay. Now I'm I'm going to show you a video of something real quick. Let me go ahead and find. This video is from a round table talk, including Black men. Let me go ahead and play the video.
So the one thing that I just want to talk about in Luke, let me try to say that name right. Rock this part out. Okay. What Luke brought up was like accountability. Like, yes, we can talk about, what our families did to us, all this, all that, but eventually, and I know why people try and say this, and I really don't like that, but eventually comes a point where you have to decide, how do I want to live my life? I haven't talked to my daddy in 6 years. I don't give a fuck about what my family has gone through. I know where I will go. So it's like, you can only say that for so long. Black women are tired, and, kind of like putting on to them, like, hey, like, you didn't do this entirely, because everybody in here, several people have talked about, like, going to counseling. Have that upon yourself. Stop waiting for a woman to tell you what you need to do. Take that upon yourself. Address that real quickly for me. I didn't know fucking how. Can I say one more thing? No. I have to say this, because another thing that happens is too, you live your life for so long, and I'm not meaning no disrespect by this. Just say it, bro. But when you hit your 60s and your 70s, I want to be right. Okay, but I want to live my life right. I want someone to take care of me and protect me. And that's what a lot of women have issues with. Because I'm living it right the fuck now. As I said. Listen, I said 60s and 70s. Let me say this. You'll overtalk. I'm gonna fucking overtalk you because you're fucking out. But you're not gonna disrespect. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I am. I love it. I do. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Oh, I do. You can't. I do. I do know it, nigga. I do. I'm good. You don't know what the fuck it is. I'm living. You can't tell me what the fuck I'm living, nigga. I'm living it right now. You cannot fix no shit that you don't even know is happening. I think there's a misunderstanding. No, but he's generalized. You can't. I don't listen, bro. Let me stop this. What it is? Let's get to the truth of this shit. You can't fix no shit unless you meet somebody who is on another level to help you elevate to understand. I'm not indicting anybody. I'm telling you what the shit is. You can't fix some shit that you don't know about, bro. Yeah. You can't. And then you get there at 69 or 70 and say, I thought I was being loved all this time. That's what our parents have gone through. And that's why we are so fucked up right now. You asked, how do we love Black women? Yeah. That's right here. Trust Black women and listen to Black women, because they know more than we do what it is that they need. I don't think that's true either. As men, there's a lot of Black women who don't know how to love. I'm not talking about what they know how to love. I'm saying what they need as far as the reproduction. We're talking about, that's what we're talking about right now. Also, if we're going to use our privilege and power as men in society, how do we show up and be accountable? Like you said, the way to be accountable is to dismantle patriarchy, because patriarchy makes it so that men have the power and women do not. But you can't get there, Molly. But go ahead. So the one thing.
And I wanted to get your thoughts on that video.
Well, I forgot who the actor's name was, but I seen him in a couple movies before, and he's a great actor. Hold on, hold on. Give me a second, okay? Give me a sec. Anyways, I I'm gonna give me a sec. Uh, Alexander, give me a second. I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, but everything within the within that video and what the man with the glasses said is, is true. Um, but yeah, we're gonna go into a quick 30 minutes break and we'll be right back.
Hold on, hold on back. Give me a sec. So, I forgot who the actor's name is, but he can speak on his experience and and uh and tell his story, how he was a dusty back in his day, and now that he has a change of heart. He just got like a change of heart, I guess, when he got in his 60s. um he was talking about how he could not love another woman, and how it was difficult for him to love. So for him, speaking on this experience, he's telling young dudes to love their partner and to respect their partner when they're in their relationship. There's no need to get mad, at him because he didn't love black women. That's in the past. He's living the now. He just started loving his woman just right now. Even though I should have left him. She should have left him a long time ago. But he just started to learn to love right now, and start to understand that women has worth, and that women should be treated respectfully. Now, to the gentleman, because correct me if I'm wrong, because I heard this. He said that black women don't know how to love either. Black women do know how to love, most of us. We went hell and back for black men, protesting for black men who got shot by police, uh, having black men's back, holding them down and stuff like that. And what do black women get in return? A slap in the face from black men. And that's not right. That guy said that black women don't know how to love either, which we do. We always have black men's back. And I don't know what kind of fantasy these men are living in, but sometimes I feel like these men had never dated a black woman, or ever seen how a black woman love, because their mothers probably didn't know how to love, or something like that. But go ahead, Alexander.
yeah, and yeah, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you on that. And also I I couldn't I you know I agree with the men that was on the panel when they say, it's time to break the patriarchy. I agree because again, the patriarchy is what is holding men back right now. I agree with that. And the thing of it is, you have the manosphere that is reinforcing it, and it's yeah. Now I've seen men waking up from the manosphere and everything. The thing about it is that the the patriarchy has to be, it has to be destroyed. It has to be.
Yes, it does. Because I think the patriarchy doesn't have to be destroyed. I think it needs to be retaught because men forgot how to um, how to move in society. Because now they're complaining that, oh, about women being gold diggers and all that stuff. But my whole thing is that they created this system, um, for a woman to stay home and take care of kids. And now that you complain that women are, want a man to bring more to the table, you get in your feelings about it. And my whole thing is that you cannot have your cake and eat it too. You either want to be a provider and take care of your family and have the income for you to sustain in this society, or you can have you can or you can stay single and and do you. Like you guys cannot you guys created this society where men have to bring something to the table. Women did not create that rule for you guys did. So I don't know why men are complaining that they had to bring something to the table when it comes to women and to be able to sustain a lifestyle. You have to, in this economy today, you have to have a certain amount of income to sustain a family. And if you don't have a certain amount of income to sustain a family, your family is going to fall apart and you won't be able to provide for that family. So, a certain amount of income is important. It's depending whether or not you want to provide for that family. And if you want to provide for that family, come up with the money. And if you don't have the money to provide for a family, stay single until you get your money up. That's all I have to say on that.
Yeah, and I most definitely agree. I think that the patriarch is that, because all this extremism, trying to control women and everything, that's not going to do anything but push the women away more. Yeah, you will have the women who would, I would say, and I'm going to say this: you have women who are going to be open to that, but the majority of them won't, because again, majority of the women do not want to be, cooped up in the house. And that's something that the men in the manosphere do not or will not understand. And it's sad, but it's sad, but at the end of the day, you know, in my opinion, I really do think that women have to see the warning signs of when they're dating a red pill man, because think about. Most of them think like, you know, commit, Christian Powell and stuff like that. And, you know, this is why at the end of the day, I say that women need to be needs to be careful about, you know, dealing with dudes who are controlling and don't know how to love women.
That is correct, because women have to realize the signs of men that they're dealing with. Like, we need to get out of this fantasy bubble and start listening what men say, because whatever comes out of his mouth is going to determine where he's going to be a good husband or a father or not to your children. So you guys have to listen to what he says. Don't be afraid to answer questions, even when it's personal. Don't be afraid to answer questions, because what he says about himself is that's who he is. So as women, we need to vet. Okay, vetting is, you can look for like signs of, okay, I don't know this dude. This is why we should not go on dates with random men, is because you have to get to know them first as a person, because what they are as a person will determine, whether or not you want to continue in a relationship or not. That's all I have to say.
Okay. And we're going to the next topic, and the next topic is is should black women get with red pill men?
No, and I'm going to tell you why. These men are dangerous. These are not healed men. These are dangerous men. They don't care about your well-being, and they don't care whether or not you have an education or not. They only care about what you can do for them, and that's it. They can care less about anything else. Yes, this man wants you to bear children, but besides children, is he talking about marriage? What does the marriage look like? What is he going to do to sustain this marriage? Because it can't be all on you. He has to put in the work too. So you guys have to, ask yourself, is dating a red pillar a thing to do? You gotta listen to these guys' talking points and what they're talking about, because if you listen to these men, what they're talking about, they talk on one side of their neck. They don't know what they want. They're just regurgitating or a fantasy that they want marriage and they want a family, when they really don't. They just want to pass on their seeds and move on. You can see that some of these men in the red pills are single fathers. They never married the women that they had a baby with. So why would you even want to put yourself, your body at risk to be in a relationship with a man that really doesn't care about you, that really doesn't love you, that don't know how to love? He probably don't even love himself. So that's the question that women need to ask when they hear these rhetorics from these red pill men.
I most definitely agree. And because, the red pill men expect women to be, monogamous on their end, but they want to go ahead and cheat. But then, you have the men who want to go ahead and cheat, which and that, and I'm going to say that creates the broken homes. But let them tell you, they say it's the women.
Even in a marriage, it could be a broken home because a woman can be abused, like, and there's different kind of abuse. There's physical abuse, there's emotional abuse, and there's financial abuse. And he could be all three as women. These men are talking about, dangling money into your face and trying to keep money for you, and you need to ask permission to use their money. Like, do you really want to be a housewife for these fools where you cannot have access to the money that we make to get? Like, come on now. We help build their careers. So, as a woman, you are much entitled to his money than he is, because you're the one that is helping him build his career, giving him ideas, and and helping him get promotions. So it's just as much as your money to him. So don't get yourself in these situations where a man doesn't want to financially take care of you. You have to think, do I really want to be in a relationship where a man really doesn't care about me? Absolutely not. He just there to use your vessel to carry his seed. That's all he wants. That's it. They're just using marriage as a scapegoat. Don't fall for that. And I'm going to mute my mic.
I hear you loud and clear on that one because, again, it's like again, and not only that, but I'm seeing videos of women who left their boyfriends because of red pill content. And the thing of it is that, the red pill content is eventually going to, make men even single, or they're going to run into IG models. Because think about the women who don't care about the man's money, they're not going to want a man who is toxic. And it's the plain truth. And the only way you will find a girl that is into the toxic stuff that men want is, I would say, basically, the women who have low self-esteem.
I think that there are women in the community that do enable their behavior. They don't step away and think to themselves, "If this is a man I see myself in a relationship with?" Hell no. If women were to have self-respect for themselves and step away from men that has a problematic behavior, men would not act like this today, and we would not have a red pill or a manosphere. However, when we do have women that do enable this behavior, and this is why we have the manosphere. These red pill men hate women. They don't like. That's why they always complain about women gold diggers or women, you know, this and that. It's always something negative about what a woman does. Uh, but they don't think about what they're doing when they disrespect a woman that is very educated, has herself together, and wants her man to have himself together. Even when he has himself together, what makes you think that he can disrespect you like that? Like, I don't care if a man is dusty. Like, you don't disrespect a woman ever. I want to mute my mic.
Okay, I agree. I agree with you. Um, and again, for the men who are bowing out of the manosphere and now seeing what people have been trying to tell y'all for the longest, is this and that and the third. And again, I'm seeing videos about the manosphere, dying out. Do you have any thoughts about that? Betterment, are you there?
Okay, I didn't know I was still muted. Yes, I'm gonna give my opinion. And there are men that are leaving the manosphere. However, it's not enough of them. There's gonna have to be like a whole awakening for the manosphere to die out. And my whole thing about it is that it's gonna take women to ignore these fools. If you get rid of the memeism and the male worship, the manosphere will die because they will not be the manosphere without the women. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. All right. If women, majority of women, will walk away from the manosphere and realize that this movement is toxic and it doesn't benefit them, the manosphere will die. And that's my opinion on it.
I hear you loud and clear. And again, the reality is that the men who have all this bravado and stuff like that, they're not going to run into anything but IG models. They're not going to, because like I said, the women who don't care about the man's money, they're not going to want to get with a man who will disrespect them. And that's the thing about it. And that's the thing that men in the manosphere don't understand.
Look, whether they understand it or not, you know, we're just gonna have to see where this movement goes. But as far as I know, most men of fear are Trump supporters. We all know that. Okay. And as far as I know, Trump is not going to be in office for long because the Democrats are already taking over the House. And when they take over the Senate, Trump is out of there because even his Republican colleagues are sick of him. And he's breaking the law. So once Trump is out, there goes the Christian nationalists and everything else negative that about the manosphere. Because you got Christian nationalists trying to recruit people in their church, and they believe that women should not have rights, that women should not preach, women should not vote, and that women should not own property. And that's a really dangerous mindset that women has to go through. But my whole thing is that are the women that's within the manosphere, are you willing to take that risk? To give up your rights to vote, to own property, to own a car, to have your independence taken away? Do you really want that to happen? Because I really doubt that you guys really want your independence taken away. Because you guys enjoy your independence. Let's keep it real. You guys enjoy your independence. You guys enjoy owning your own car, owning your own house, or renting an apartment. You guys like living on your, you guys like being independent, taking care of your responsibilities. But are you guys willing to risk all that? Are you guys willing to lose all that? Willing to lose your freedom over men that really doesn't respect you? I really want you guys to think about that. And I'm going to mute my mic.
I most definitely agree. Okay, and we're going to head into another topic, and this topic is about it's about it like I've heard you talk about black women in the media, and I do think that there needs to be a change because again you have the black women in which the manosphere they say they here's the thing. I don't trust the word that comes out of the manosphere because they wind up getting with the same women that they complain about. But I do think that the representation of black women in the media needs to change.
The reason why I keep getting with the black women and run into the same problem because they are attracted to these women. They're not attracted to the respectable woman that got herself together, that thinks for herself and respects herself. They don't want that. They want women that are problematic, that have issues, because they have issues. They have problems. Why would you want to get with a woman that doesn't have these problems? Like, unhealed people get with unhealed people. You know what I'm saying? Healed people do not get with unhealed people. That would not make sense at all. So my thing is that women have to learn how to protect their peace and to protect their space. You got to learn how to have boundaries, and men have to respect your boundaries. And if a man cannot respect your boundaries, then he is not the man for you. Because some of these men, they are desperate to have a woman because they can't get one. Let's be real. And these men, they're falling apart because they're listening to these red pill Mansfield channels, telling them about women that they don't know nothing about. And when they get into the real world, it's nothing what the ministry is telling them. And now they're disappointed and mad because they thought that they were going to easily get a woman with that kind of behavior. It's not going to happen. So my whole thing is that my whole thing is that it's not going to happen. And now they're taking it out on women instead of the men that are saying these things to them. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah, and, and you're right about that one. And it's like again, you have, hey, and not only that, but the freaking, disparaging your own race of women, and then talk about, and then when they do find love outside of the race, talk about, oh, he's a bomb shelf brand and everything else. And again, this goes into the next topic, is why black men's ego will be the downfall of the black man. And to me, the black man's ego is mixed in the
I'm sorry, Alexander, can we put this in the next video? Because I have to go.
All
right.
Okay. I will go ahead and end the live stream.
All right.
All right.
Well, just video phone me again, and we'll plan the next live stream.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. I want to thank everyone who has who came to the live stream today. We got a few topics out. And I'll probably be live on I'm probably going to be live on Monday. Well, not Monday, but I'll probably go live tomorrow, or if I have or if I have time still, I'll be able to go live on Monday. But yeah, I want to thank Betterment for coming. Again, thank you all for coming to the live stream. Make sure to like, share this live stream. And if you want to leave a comment, you can. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure you're notified whenever I go live or drop a video. And with that, this is Alexander signing off. Until next time, peace and have a good Saturday.